It's almost bedtime. And I thought I would try to answer number 7. What is the hardest thing you've ever done? And I am not going to lie to you. Hold on. Hey, get! You stay out of there. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I attempted to answer this question when I was outside in the dark, because that way if I started to cry, you wouldn't see me. And then I realized I am not ready to answer that question with the hardest thing I've ever done. I'm not ready to let it go yet. Because it's not that I cry, it's that I bawl, and I am not going to be, no. So I'm going to give you the second hardest thing I've ever done. I am not mentally ready to let go of and really delve deep into the hardest thing I've ever done. I'm not ready. It does pertain to why I'm living here. I'll tell you that, but it's a story and I don't want to relive it just now. I don't. Does that make me weak? Probably, but I don't care. I'm not ready. So we'll give you number 2 hardest, okay? Don't hate me. Number 2 hardest was the moment I realized I was not going to be able to amicably work out custody, child support with my son's father. Not at all. And that's a he said, she said situation, but we get along very well today. We did not get along well back then, and he will own up to now that he made things outrageously difficult. And that is probably why we get along, is because he owns up to the past. But the last place I wanted to do was battle in court, and it was a scary, horrible time, because I was, it's hard doing things alone when you're, a single mom, and it was a battle. It was a hard decision. It was scary, because in order to avoid paying child support, he attempted to get full custody of my child. He didn't want full custody of my child. He wanted to not pay child support. He owns up to that now, which I can appreciate. However, it was still a frightening time, because you never know what the outcome's going to be. Just because I knew why he was doing it didn't mean that the court wasn't going to give him what he was asking, which was terrifying as a young mother and, naive to the whole. That is my dog trying to get into every damn thing possible. Come here. What are you doing? She keeps going to her treat jar and thinking she's going to get a new treat because she just had one. Come here. Come here. Anyhow, it was battling the court system and going for custody of my child, which I can tell you I was awarded full custody, sole custody, with child support. But it was the hardest year of my life, second hardest year of my life. Kind of a lame answer, huh? Someday I will be ready to talk about the hardest. I'm just not yet. Please don't hate me for that. Four minutes and a really long-winded dumb answer. I'm sorry, guys. Suddenly I don't like these prompts anymore. No, just kidding. Good morning. I'm just getting up, and I thought I would answer number 8. Are there any toys you won't give up? Now, when I read that, I instantly thought, okay, when I hear that statement, toys, I think of men. No offense to men out there for the stereotype I'm about to say, but I think of men equals toys equals like their cars or like specialty cars or whatever they're into. like four-wheelers, snowmobiles. I think of things like that. Okay, or if they're into fishing, all their fishing gear, whatever they're into, whatever the extra stuff is in. Okay, so I'm like, okay, so then what's my equivalent of toys? And I've decided that there's a few things, and I will never, ever give them up, and I will add to these collections for the rest of my life, and that would be my perfumes, nail polishes, and purses. I'm obsessed with all three. I have been since I was a child. Actually, the nail polish I've always been into, but not like I'm into it right now. I mean, that started about 2 years ago, my nail polish thing. But the perfumes, as soon as I was old enough to actually start wearing them, which was my teenage years, okay? I've been an avid collector. I love all three categories, the 3 Ps I call them. And those are my toys. Those are my things. And, you know, I love smell me goods, like I like to call them, you know, body sprays, things like that. Or anything that scents a house, you know, candles, wax tarts, okay? Those are my weaknesses that I will buy when I absolutely do not need them, shouldn't buy them because the money should go somewhere else, and I can't be stopped. I'm out of control. Those are my toys. So those are the things I cannot live without. I will never live without. And yeah, so I'm assuming that's what you guys mean by that question. So there's that answer. Big toys, like, you know, extra vehicles, outdoors things, you know, I'm not into that, you know what I mean? I like a certain brand of car, and I will buy them for as long as I can find them, but I don't know if it's a toy, and that would be any Saabs. I am a Saab crazy person. I've been driving them since I was 18 years old. I will never change brand until I cannot find a used one out there. So... and I don't care how many miles they have on miles so bad because Saabs go for frickin' ever. You know what I mean? They rock. But that's not really a toy to me because I'm only looking for a new toy, a new Saab when my current isn't working. You know what I mean? So there you go. Those are my choices. I gotta go see what question number, what's today? 8 and 9, I think. Hold on. I might got the numbers. I had the numbers right. That was number 8. Number 9 is talk about an unforgettable dream. And damn, I can't think of anything. I gotta think about that one. Hello, I thought I would answer question number 9. I think it's number 9. Something regarding like a big dream or a severe, or I don't know, a dream you had. Dream? I don't know. I've had all sorts of dreams, all sorts of nightmares. But one of my friends, Heather, just called my phone and interrupted my recording. She got me all excited thinking she was maybe going to meet me out tonight. And halfway in the middle of the conversation said she doesn't think so. Anyway. One of the dreams that like pops out in my memory, okay, was, if you didn't know, you do know now, I love Jason Momoa, okay? I love him. He's meant to be my husband. And I probably will marry him someday because he's going to be in love with me if we meet. I just know it. And if you don't know who he is, if you ever watched, what was that HBO show? You know, oh man, of course I can't think of it. Game of Thrones. He was, you know, the dragon lady there with the white blonde hair. He became her husband in like the first season or something like that. Her nasty ass brother made her marry him. I don't remember any of their names, and I didn't care because the only person I paid attention to was Jason Momoa. So I wanted to marry him. So, I still do. And I had a dream that I met him, and everything I just said happened, okay? Like, he just, like, instantly fell in love with me, and it was fabulous. And, you know, life was beautiful. You know, I had this beautiful man on my arm, you know, because he is a beautiful man. Those sexy ass tattoos. Oh my God, I love him. Anyway, and then I woke up. And I can't tell you how bloody well annoyed I was when I woke up and realized he wasn't my husband. All right, I gotta go. She showed up! Holy shit!
She showed up! I'm so wrong.
Okay, the last prompt before I put up this video is day 10. And it's, what invention would I like to see happen in my lifetime? Now, I really can't think of a certain thing. Like, clearly, I have no imagination. But what I would like to see change in my lifetime, while I'm old enough to give a shit, to care, is I would like it to be possible to easily import products from other countries like England, Ireland, and Australia without it being some kind of scientific experiment to get products. Because if you've ever watched any of my old videos, you know I have a hang-up of this hairspray. It's either pronounced Fudge Urban or Urban Fudge. Iced raspberry and vanilla hairspray. Target was the only friggin' place that made it available to us in the USA. Okay? Now they don't carry it. I can't find any American store, online anyhow, that sells this for a reasonable price. I've seen a bottle or two on Amazon for like $40 when it's like $7, okay? It is the best smelling hairspray I have ever encountered, and it holds great. It literally smells like raspberry and vanilla. It's fabulous, okay? So when I kind of got the idea that Target was like about to dump their products, okay, I did buy a bunch, okay? So I have a collection in my backups, but I'm eventually gonna run out of my backups, and I want my hairspray. So before I turn 1,000, I would like to be able to get this product without it being a scientific, experiment, okay? Please. Also, if there's anybody in England, Mark Metcalf, if you've like sending me 1,000 bottles of this, I wouldn't hate you for it. No, just kidding. No, really. Fudge Urban Fudge, iced raspberry and vanilla hairspray. I want it. That's what I want to change, okay? I don't have an invention, but I want my damn hairspray in my lifetime. See y'all tomorrow.